What's up, everybody? Awesome, Mia. Thank you for being here so early, and Hannah and Vol too. Um, Kazi, Mark, Viva. Thank you guys for being here. Um, what's up, Anna? I haven't seen you in a little bit. But I want to pop in and say, well, thank you for, thanks for saying hey and popping in. Go do what you gotta do. Also, Cass, thank you for the 23-month resub in a row of tier 3 subs. That's like pretty insane. Yeah, I was thinking about you actually yesterday in particular, because one of my friends was talking about working out and stuff, but yeah, I'm glad to see you're alive. And yeah, I appreciate you being here. You took a break from Twitch. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Usually it's for good reasons though. I don't know what was, the specifics for you, but usually people are like work, school, life as their one of those three responses. How's it going, Brian? I'm a tiny bit out of it. So I'm actually gonna start with just some like piano stuff. Doing good? That's good to hear. Made a lot of oh, nice. I'm glad to hear it. Hey, Beatrix, what's up? How are you doing? Life in general, you're dealing with some health issues? That always sucks. I feel you on that one. Wait, Beatrix, is this the first time you've been here? I can't remember, but if it is, it's funny because I'm just like playing piano right now. Hey, what's up, Captain? Right? I was gonna say no. It would have given you a message too. Not so often. That makes sense. Yeah, the time zones make it tough. What's up, Ned? Hello, Ajax. How are you doing? Writing a teacher portfolio for a state teaching exam. That doesn't sound like very much fun. You fixed your laptop screen the other day. It's probably because you weren't trying to fix it while I was streaming. Two screws from the back to the middle. You melted 2 holes. Nice. Hey, you got it to work, so. It's terrible. Okay, yeah, that's what I would that's what I would think. Also, if anyone's curious just about like what's going on in my head with the music, besides the just the general sort of relaxing nature that I'm sort of trying to capture, I also wanted to mess around more with some diminished chords that I feel like I don't use enough. I like heard something the other day, and I could have sworn it was a 5 chord of some sort. So we're in E flat, and I could have sworn there was a B. There should have been a B flat in there somewhere. And what it just felt like there was. I thought it was a tritone substitution that I would have been hearing. But it was really anything that had B flat just wasn't sounding right. And so I just tried to sound out and kind of hear the notes. And it just turned out that like a good old like diminished chord was fitting the actual sound. And then adding other notes on top of it. So I don't know exactly what you'd call it. Again, it sounds just like this chord. It sounds like it should be this chord. But there's no B flat. it instantly makes me just want to go like that. Thanks, Anna. Yeah, soothing is a good word. That's what I'm trying to capture. It may even fit with like so this. Juliesh, thanks for the follow. This is a little difficult to control. Sometimes if you press softly with this setting, it doesn't make a sound. Yo, String Player Gamer, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Rafi. I go by Schnaff. It's just a nickname. I usually play classical guitar, but I'm like, like totally out of it right now. So I wanted to just do some like soothing. It's like the most soothing sound I could get on piano right now for both. For both my sake and hopefully yours as well. But welcome in, everybody. I hope your stream went well. Thank you for bringing everyone over. You did a soothing set yourself? Nice, nice. Yeah, Tronic Lane, Hopperpot. Hawk, Six Phoenix, Ratataz, Genome, Kane, Alud, Eleniza, perhaps. Nigel Shadow, Swin, Logan, Derad Punks. Welcome in, everybody, and thank you for the follows too. And Vol, thank you for gifting a sub to String Player Gamer. Hopefully you're enjoying. Oh, see, this is what I need to take advantage. Correctly for the first time. That's rare. Well, thank you. Can I be totally honest? I take pride in saying people's names correctly. I don't. Perhaps it's some sort of not projection, but perhaps it stems from having a name that people, the majority of the time, pronounced wrong my whole life. Like my name's Rafi, but most people said Rafi. And so I don't know. It's something I always ask people when they follow, if I say their name, that if I didn't say it right, that they can try to correct me, like in text form. You know, maybe it rhymes with a certain thing. Usually people don't respond, so I don't know. But I like doing it because I just like to, I like to get people's names right. And it also makes me feel a little better, so I can just like confidently say the name and not be like Gino, hey, what's up, Gino? Hey, and then the next time like, yeah, no, I know Janami. Hey, how's it going, Smurf Squad? Hey, Smurf Squad. Welcome in. You can call me D-Red. The me is spelled like May? Or it sounds like May? I said your name wrong? I'm sorry, T1 LTD drag 0N. Actually, I missed the D. T1 LTD. Did I? I don't know. Spyro the Dragon. I do know Spyro. Classic PS1. .3D platformer. So is it? So actually, so it like it looks like Genome. But is Genome? Sometimes if you can pick out the like if it's an actual name and it's a you can pick out the country or language of origin or something, it makes it much easier. So I don't know. Genome, okay. Is that your actual name? Like, where does that? What am I trying to say? Is that like from like a particular language? Like Rafi is an Armenian name. Shout out Lauds? It's an Italian name? Okay, that's a... And so yeah, you pronounce the E's at the end there. Yeah, that makes sense. Genome. And the G is a soft G sound in that sense. But you're German. Okay, gotcha. All right. Again, what I'm primarily a classical guitarist, at least by training. German native speakers also pronounce it wrong. What would they say? Gnome. Do they at least have, is it a hard G? I really like improvising, which is what I'm doing now. And I kind of wanted to mess around with this generally soothing mood. Like for right now, this one simple, just like this one major seventh chord is just yeah, it's just a horizontal classical guitar. But what I was mentioning right before the raid is that there was a chord, like this sound I was sort of hearing, and I was actually struggling to play. Because part of my, for some reason my brain insisted, it just felt like it was a 5 chord of some sort. And it's pretty close to like this. Like that does, I mean, actually, I guess that actually kind of captures it too. You know what it sounds, you know what maybe it is that I was hearing, you know, is this from Super Mario World? Treat, 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 2, 2, 2. 3, 3. Ajax, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. I made your day, thanks. MLB The Show 2022. Also, just plain, you're Lisa. Just plain Lisa, not Elizabeth, though I wish you were Elizabeth. Is there a reason why? I'm curious, like, I'm not saying you shouldn't be that way, I'm just... I like both names. They have a different feel to them. Elizabeth reminds me of, it has a similar feel to me to Isabel. And, you know, there's actually there's a Twitch staff member who, used to hang out all the time. Honestly, I miss having him and Composer around, who was another Twitch staff member. They were super cool. For those who remember Dan, Dun Dun Dun. And he was from Spain, and his daughter's name was Isabel. And it's just like, I feel like that name like it like sparkles in some way. I know that sounds weird, or like it's like sort of clear and like white, light blue type thing. There's something about it. Kazi, a lot of people call you like Kazim, right? Or like Kazi. I've heard people say that after raids. I don't know if we ever got a confirmation, but I mean, when I saw your name, it looked like Kazi Mindfuck. You love the music? Thanks, MLB. It's your first time here. Glad you joined the raid and discovered the content. Caress that guitar. Oh, I usually do a lot of guitar caressing. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. What I actually really need to do is I need to buff my nails a little bit, but it'll take a second. Plus, guys, I'll be totally honest. I was hanging out with a bunch of friends last night, and I stayed up way too long. Like way too long, which is why my voice is down here right now. You can tell when my range it'll drop by like a minor third when I'm extra tired, and I'll have my soothing radio voice. Also, thank you for the follows. MLB Suki des. See, like, is that a Japanese name? Is that like the person saying my name is Suki? Suki des. Angelo Tardini, thank you for the follow. Dulce Zalu. Greetings from Argentina. Bienvenidos. It happens when you sub-teach too much. You know what I was gonna address like right before the raid? I'm curious what some of you are thinking about this. I think it was Kazi that said teachers deserve more credit. And then Vol said, yeah, especially K through 12. So for those who are not from the US or maybe just don't know, kindergarten through 12th grade, so like our, I guess, primary school. And yeah, I did that for years, actually. Some people don't know. I taught high school, middle school, and first grade general music. And one of the most difficult things, I swear to God, one of the most difficult things I ever did was try to teach music to a classroom of first graders. Question though, Stream Player, enjoy the lunch and the lurk. Thank you again for the raid and bringing everyone over. I do appreciate it. Guys, the like 25-minute first grade music class was the most intense. I'd rather do back-to-back, like just 4 hours of high school stuff than one first grade class. I'm not even kidding. It's not an exaggeration. Now, I think I was particularly not well suited for it in a few different ways, but like, holy shit. It was so intense. Also, Jalfi, I like that question, and I'm curious to hear other people's responses to it. Also, for those who don't know, Beatrix Guitar is also a guitar player, a classical guitarist, and streamer on Twitch, and is quite good, if I do say so myself. So if you're not following them, you should, for one. But also, Beatrix, I don't know if you have a thoughts on that question in particular. Also, Walk, thank you for the 6-month resub. And hi, hello. And now you're teaching 7-year-olds? Yeah, it's pronounced like whale? Okay, I was like, what in the... And some living ones who take themselves too seriously. There are definitely... I've talked about that on stream. Like I've shared my opinion on that on stream. I think classical musicians both get a bad rap when they shouldn't, but also there are some real aspects of truth to some of the stereotypes. Yeah, so when it comes to identifying as something, I tend to take what I would maybe call a, like, I don't know, pragmatic approach to labels. So what I mean by that is I try to go like, what's the point of a label? And I guess it would be for myself to to give a certain amount of information and package it all in a bundle so that people can make assumptions about you. Samir, what's up? How are you doing? So, my assumption is that when I call myself something, people will go, oh, he's attached that label to himself, so therefore these are things included in this label. And I try to give as use labels or not use them to in ways that will most accurately paint a picture of who I am or something. So for example, I don't call myself a pianist or piano player because although I do stuff on the piano, I don't want to convey what I assume would be a pretty natural assumption, is that if you're a piano player or a pianist, that you've actually practiced the instrument, at least in some formal capacity. And I mean, I guess I took piano proficiency classes in college, but that was like minimal effort. But I don't know any formal repertoire on the piano. It's just sort of my vehicle for theory and improvisation and stuff like that. I haven't put in the time and the blood, sweat, and tears that an actual pianist has. So I feel like it can be misleading, and for me personally, not the most comfortable thing to have that be part of my identity, if that makes sense. So yeah, the guitar thing, you're right. I studied it formally. I went to school for music performance for classical guitar. Hey, what's up, Jack? Fine so far, thanks. Decided to take a quick look at the stream. Well, thanks for taking a look. It's a little strange at the moment. I got off to a late start, and so I didn't get to do my nails, along with some other things. And if you don't do your nails, the sound and the feel of the guitar, for me, I can't stand it. Also, I put on new strings a few days ago, so I don't want to scuff the strings up too. Beatrix knows what I'm talking about, you know. I also didn't want to start, so then I didn't want to start the stream with just me buffing my nails, but maybe I'll do it now while we sort of chat about this. Again, so does anyone have any thoughts on that? And does anybody have any situations where they do feel comfortable holding some label, or perhaps not holding another label that maybe other people would put on them, if that makes sense? There's no... After 1 year... Oh, yeah, for sure. There is definitely no consensus, yeah. It's misleading, yeah. That's my thing. I want to mislead as little as possible. So I want to properly... I want to have the information be as clear as possible. That's like a sort of general guiding principle, just kind of in my life, I guess. Is nail care important? It is, especially if you're playing classical guitar. So for anyone, the nails on your left hand should be short. That's just what you got to do. But the right hand is quite particular. So there are a few different dimensions along which the nails need to be adjusted, and it's personal to each, based on each person's anatomy and sort of the differences in their play style. Because there's length, just like how far out the nail is like this. There's the angle this way. There's the angle this way. There's all sorts of things that can change, and so you have to get that all right to have the sound and the playability correct. You're struggling with your nails for a month. Your muse left. That sucks. What's the particular struggle? Because there are all sorts of struggles. I know sometimes I get the urge to try something different. I just like see it in my head and I'm like, no, I think my nails should be like this. I'll still get the same tone, but it'll be like easier to play. And I do it and I like always regret it. I just lose the tone I like. Yeah. If you label yourself a classical guitar player, then it kind of excludes other types, like rock and roll and metal stuff. Yeah, that happens too. That's another problem where... So maybe I should say this too. I'm just not a big fan of labels in general, but I also understand human nature and the value of labels. Without them, it would be too much to sort of process, to not be able to put anybody or anything in any type of box of any varying size ever. Okay, so it's just like something we do. But that's why I was thinking the hope is that at least when you do it, or that when you do it, you at least try to properly do it and you don't make any extra assumptions. So someone could be a classical guitarist, but also play other styles or do other things. And it can definitely be the case a lot of the times that people will perhaps fit into those boxes more than I would at least like myself to fit into them. A nail cam as well. I mean, does it give a good view? I don't know if it really. You tend to avoid yourself calling yourself a pianist. Then you have almost a decade of practice. Yeah, I think part of it is just how you feel. Like you can't go, you've been playing for this many years or this many days, so therefore you are now officially this. Like, that's not how it works. What I noticed, I can at least say this for myself, is that I noticed when I first, I got a nylon string guitar. I started studying classical guitar, and it was actually quite late. I started at the age of 19. Like, right before I turned 19. Okay, so I've picked up a guitar. It has nylon strings. Am I now a classical guitarist? Okay, probably not. Right, that's probably not going to... most people would probably agree that label would be misleading. And where that line is, I don't think there needs to be one. But what I can say is that at some point in my journey, not on purpose, but just it naturally started to happen. I started to, when describing things about guitar, I started to use I started to say we instead of they or them. So instead of like talking about classical guitarists, oh yeah, what they do, like I'm learning, and it's like, yeah, so what they do is like, my teacher's telling me what they do is like, you actually like press into the string and you pull back and you're not actually plucking up, because what they want to do is, well, what they. And then after a while it became like, yeah, what we want to do, like what we try to do is try to do, whatever the thing is that's specific to guitar. And like, that was perhaps an identifier of the shift in label and like mentality. Also, geez. there can be many different people with different values. If this oh no, it makes total sense. That's what I mean. You can it's never just like, you're never just one thing, and you're never just the same. Like humans. So here's like the struggle. It's like humans can be infinitely divided. You can have one category of people and keep separating them out until your limit, your ultimate point you reach is that the person is just who they are, and they're that person, right? Because no two people are exactly the same in every way. But what I had to, like, that's nice and all, but that sort of idealistic thinking, if someone, and no one's saying this, but I was kind of saying this in my head at one point in my life, I guess, is that, don't mind the dog. The imposter syndrome thing is a big part of it too. Yeah. Yeah. That'll affect it. Also, hold on. Oh, what you do now? Yeah, you could be like, and then maybe you could say, I used to do this, or I used to be that, or I was a former something or other. That's all like clarifying language, yeah. What was I gonna say before that? I got distracted by a few different things. Whatever, it's gonna go out of tune anyway. Oh, yeah, so it's like, okay, so I'm a classical guitarist. So maybe a person then goes, they apply some parts of the label. Perhaps we could think about it like this. We could put aspects of a label into two categories. And bear with me as I'm just kind of thinking about this on the spot. One is, what would you say? Additive descriptors. And the other is detractive descriptors. So additive, I guess, would be, yo, you're a classical guitarist, therefore you can read music. Right? That's it. They're applying something. This is something you can do. This is something that's part of you. You're a classical guitarist, therefore you cannot improvise. And so that's something that's taking away from you. And although both, you can make assumptions and make mistakes on both parts, it seems like the bigger trouble comes with the descriptions that detract from the person. Where oftentimes I feel like the bigger and more important mistakes are those that go, this person is this, so therefore they do not do this and cannot be this. And it's actually just, it's just inaccurate for one, but what's up, Black Pulsar? Good evening. That you cannot improvise thing heard a lot. Yeah, of course, and it's and there are like some good reasons for it. It can be a useful and like statistically like accurate part of a label or part of a category. Like most of the classical guitarists I know, up to like a really high level, don't improvise, and some of them can't. You just tell them to play something and they'll be like, I don't know, like, what do you want me to play? It's like, just play anything that isn't already written down. It's like, I don't know where to start, something like that. And it's like, okay, fair enough. But yeah, to then assume that then all those people that share that same label must be the same in that way, just, I mean, it's actually just like factually, it's just not actually correct. But yeah, and that seems to be a problem for everyone. Meaning you can put yourself in that box and go, I'm a musician. I shouldn't be able to do math or something like that. Like, I'm so bad at this. Like, what do you expect? I'm just a musician. Like, and they adopt the negative part of the labels for themselves and can almost take pride in that, which I don't think is something you should ever take pride in. But I get why people do it. That I don't know what's plaything isn't about improvising, it's just over humble behavior. I mean, I've certainly seen it where someone just, they really don't know. If you continue to push them, they just won't know what to do, really. Hey, what's up, Cheap Asian? Or like they'll just they at least won't feel comfortable. I mean, some of you may have seen this. I'm sure Beatrix has seen this. When someone, you know, it oftentimes happens when people are playing each other's guitars, or maybe there's like a luthier, thing in a festival or whatever, something like that, and people pick up the guitars. I can often see the immediate discomfort, sometimes even from like very accomplished, experienced players, where I get the sense of them wanting to do something and explore the instrument, but not just go, I've been given this instrument, boom, start playing a piece. And I see them in these noodling these noodling moments of, again, I can't know for sure, but it feels like this indecisiveness, this awkwardness. I don't mean it in a social way. Just this place of like not really being sure of what to do. Or if you play a rhythm on a second guitar and there's no feeling, and then there's that too. Yeah, this because there's also different, like really fundamentally like different types of improvisation. Like my favorite way to improvise, we actually had one. I wish I was saving streams at that point. We had a stream where I swear the majority of it, some of you were there for it. The majority of it was about the differences between these like two major types of improvisation, and also what was it? We had also talked about why classical music is actually difficult for people to connect with. When you were younger, you're trying an instrument, you were like, oh, people watching, I have to impress them. That's another part of it. I think that's a huge part of it. That's like a really good point. It's like slightly deviates from the improvisation thing, but it is absolutely crucial now to the, trying an instrument situation. And I feel it too. This, it happens on stream too. You get a raid, for example. And it's instantly like, how do I impress these people? Not how do I play something nice, how do I play something enjoyable? It's like, how do I like make them like me? And I'm not sure that's a good thing, a good approach, as natural as it is to feel. started to play public, you've got to admit you got more confident in playing and not caring about mistakes, which leads to less mistakes, yeah. That's something that's helped with streaming for me. Maybe I can actually play something on guitar. You know what? I started playing the beginning of this, so what if we just do it? I'm still curious to hear what you all have to say as I'm playing this, but Una mattina? I don't. I don't. Also, I would change how I label myself depending on the needs of the moment. Almost for the exact reason, I mean, you just said it. Yeah, it just like depends on the needs. Like, is it useful at the moment? Right, if we're just talking about this and, and perhaps Amelia comes in. Hola. Thank you for the raid, Amelia. How was your stream? And I'm like, what's up? My name's Rafi. I go by Schnaf, and I'm right-handed. I'm a right-handed person. It's like, what? It's not very useful. in this situation. It doesn't really, it's not wrong. It just doesn't really give them any useful information. And perhaps even like, what? Is this like significant? Maybe it maybe even makes them think something that's not useful. Kinila, welcome in. Nice to see you again. Merch Max, hello. PP, Any, Dr. Han, Armand. I'm not sure how to say this. Ikyan? Is that an I? It would certainly start interesting conversations, it's true. So relaxing. Oh, the stream was relaxing? Here, let me... Keon? Okay, Keon. Wow, I really need to do something with this nail, but I'll do this after. Cyber Day, hello. Hola. ¿Qué pasa? Perhaps you can do something Spanish. I played the piano for the first hour of the stream, so maybe in a little bit. Lurking more for a bit? Go for it, Anna. You know what? We're gonna do this. Can I play Asturias? I can, actually. I won't at the moment. I want to keep it actually pretty chill for now. I'll just play this. One of these classics. The smoke on the water of classical music. Yeah, I still love it though. That actually gets into. So I was going to bring that up in our. Uh, it ties into where the conversation started going with, especially with Beatrix's comment about wanting to impress people whenever you're trying out guitars. I think people get a similar feeling in master classes, which is why everyone plays the Prelude, Fugue, and Allegro for their master class. Yeah, this guitar was built for me by Aaron Green. It's a traditional, like, Spanish build. It's got cedar top, Indian rosewood back and sides. Although I just started communicating with someone about getting a new guitar built for me, which I'm really excited about. Also, thank you for these follows, and Amelia, thank you again for the raid and bringing everybody over. And Anonymous, thank you for gifting a sub to Amelia. I do appreciate it. Yeah, Sergio, I'm not sure if this is German seat. I have a feeling that's not how you say it, but Stratozeus or Stratozeus, Kion, Armand, thank you for the follows. 640, 630, yeah, you can't stop me. 50 millimeter nut, bam. I'm so sick of the modern guitar scale. I'm so sick of it. I'm done. I'm over it. I think it's bullshit. I think it's bullshit. Yeah, I'll tell you how I really feel. I think it's bullshit. How many mics do I have? Set up for the stream, I have 2. They're actually both right here. And they give a different sound. Like they pick up some different stuff, so you actually get stereo sound. And for those who can't hear stereo on their device, you actually only end up hearing just this mic, so it doesn't mess with anything. Tell them, I'll tell them. You know what, I'm going to do my nails and tell them, because I got to do this quickly anyway. I am, Brian, yeah. He's totally comfortable with it. He's built some this size before, and he does a lot of 8-string guitars too, so he's really comfortable building things outside of the typical 650 millimeter, scale length and 52 millimeter nut. For those who are wondering, the scale length is we're talking about this. So 630 brings it in a bit, and it makes reaching slightly easier. And then when I'm talking about like the nut width, it's this measurement, so it brings it in slightly. Because I found out, I actually took the time to measure this for him, and it turns out this is closer to actually like 53 millimeters for some reason. I'm not sure why, but yeah, it makes. I have a I guess technically actually like a medical issue, you could say. It's not something that you'd ever, get treatment for. Well, I mean, for one, you can't actually, but yeah, to compensate. Yeah, it's something an anatomical issue, exactly, yeah. Have you ever visited a nail salon? I have. Twice. To take some notes before I started doing it myself. And I went twice and then never went back again because, well, for one, I didn't think it was necessary, but also the lady at the second place ruined my nails. After I told her I just wanted acrylics put on, she still shaped them. And you may be like, oh, why didn't you just tell her no? Oh no, I didn't stand in the corner taking notes. I was taking notes as she was doing the stuff with my hand right there. So for those who don't know, when you this is actually a really important part of putting anything on your nails. You know, whether you're using glue or acrylic or gel or whatever, you really want to scuff up the nail bed before you apply anything, so it's as rough as possible. And they use a drill bit and go around the nail. And what she did is she roughed it up, and then instantly went, and in literally less than a second, and just one clean swipe, just ruined the nail on my thumb. Because it's not even, it's not symmetrical, and I don't want it to be. But she looked at it as a nail person and was like, oh, this isn't the right shape. And I was like, oh, okay, all right. Thanks for ruining weeks of nail growth. Yeah. Guitar thing though. Yeah, so the thing, I really just feel like, at least for me, I just don't know why our guitar necks and stuff need to be as big as they are. Especially in terms of the width of the neck. The things that people have always said in particular, like there's concerns about the left hand, the fingers hitting other strings, and the right hand hitting other strings, but I did it on stream one time. A bit awkward when smartphone and touchscreens. Yep. All sorts of stuff. Playing piano too. So I purposefully have to do this, and sometimes it's more natural to not do that, but so you'll hear some nail clicks. But I have a travel size guitar. It's a half size guitar, and I forget the scale length. It's tiny, but I know the neck width is 48 millimeters, and that's totally fine. I can play that thing, and there's zero problem at all with the right or left hand. So like, it's just, at least for me, I don't know if I don't really think I'm special. I don't know. It just really doesn't, I just don't see why the guitar is so big. It is sandpaper, yeah, it's 500 grit, but a very important thing is that it's open coat sandpaper. It's like not as rough and ends up actually resulting in the nail being like buffed. Yeah, typing on a keyboard too. Also, hey, Shell. You popped in a little bit ago. I didn't say hey. Yeah, so I'm... That's a good question, BNS. And I thought about that. The person making the guitar had made one with a 50 millimeter neck width, and again, a 630 millimeter scale length and all that, and felt pretty comfortable with that. So sort of like, instead of forcing it and making too many deviations from the standard thing, I was like, you know, this should be like pretty significant. And I mean, you have to like stop somewhere, because yeah. And so I just figured that's, you know, that should be fine. Yeah, there's also string spacing differences that could be there too, so we can even like mess around with that. I feel like it would be easier. Here's part of the thing. I thought about this too. You know, this is just a steel string. This is different. I don't actually know what the width of this is. This is like pretty tiny. At least with a slightly wider neck, I feel like we could keep the string spacing where it is, if that's fine, and at least have the option of bringing it in a bit just to try out. But you don't have the option of increasing the string spacing if the neck's just not that wide. So yeah. But you're right. Yeah, string spacing is. I mean, that's like ultimately what it's about. It just tends to go hand in hand with the width of the neck. To have your hands on to play and learn. Why that instrument? Okay, there are two answers. One of them is every single instrument. I'd like to play every single instrument, speak every single language. You know, it's like, okay, not a very good answer to that question. I would really like to play the cello. I love the range and the sound, and I've played some before, and man, it's like super satisfying. Also the violin, because like, I don't know, there's something incredibly expressive about it. And it would definitely be nice. You'd like to try the oud? I would as well. You know, honestly, that's probably more realistic for me, both because it shares more of the technique with a guitar, and I grew up listening to the oud like all the time. It's huge in traditional, you know, Armenian music, so I have that sound in my blood, you could say. Also, you know what? Actually, I didn't even think about a lute. I'd like to at some point look into actually getting a lute, because I love Renaissance music, and that's probably where I'd use it the most. Although it would have been used in the Baroque era too. U2, a lute, yeah. I feel like a lot of the classical guitarists, like, we just share. It's just like a cousin instrument. I mean, we basically the repertoire. It just like all fits. I'll play some lute stuff after this. It's freaking hard to learn. I mean, I play a good amount of Renaissance music. I guess it's all comparative. And there are varying degrees of difficulty within any time period, within any genre, within any instrument. But I don't know. A lot of the instrumental stuff seems to be of a smaller scale. Oftentimes, the solo instrumental works seem to be of a smaller scale than in later periods of music. Oh, theorbo. Yeah, I kind of put the theorbo and the lute in the same category, because it's just a variation on it. So, but yeah, that instrument, yeah. Yeah, theorbo is, oh my god, it's so awesome. It's so awesome. Viola da gamba? Yeah, I mean, possibly that would be similar to yeah, I don't, that family of instruments would maybe be its own thing. Like, they're definitely different than cellos, violins, and stuff like that in a few different ways. But yeah, it's tough to say. I like all that stuff. Also, how are the nails sounding? Thought it only worth if you're in a Baroque orchestra. Is the duduk? Oh, I played one on stream last week. I'm talking with someone right now to look into getting like a legit one. To express nostalgic feelings like few others, I totally agree. Yeah, I think it does that one thing incredibly well. Like nostalgia, some sort of longing. There's some sort of like pain to it as well. It's yeah, it is quite the instrument. So I'm looking into getting one of those. Maybe I should show this really quick. So for those who don't know, also to just kind of share, and then Beatrix, I don't know if you've seen some of these. Like these are some, okay. Oops. I've shown this on stream before, but it's just so well done. Give me just a second. Like this stuff is it's you want to get a kazoo, gotta have a kazoo. Okay, so this is Davy Zay. This is 2 movements from a suite of his. What the hell? That is 1 second. I just love Davy Zay in general. There's something. I'm not sure how to put it. Yo, what's up, Hungin? So for those who are wondering, a theorbo is just a lute with an extended neck that has all these bass strings. Debussy is definitely good. The thing is huge? It is, yeah. No, you play them. They'll just like go down a scale. Watch. Like they're not there for just like sympathetic vibration. That in the arch lute. Yeah, they'd be so arch lute, theorbo. There's also another name for it. Oh, look at him just go down the scale. Hey, what's up, Jim? How are you doing? And then I think this is the Allemande. Boom, bum. Like, I feel like, no problem, Jalfi. If I'm understanding that right. At first, I thought that was an insult to you, because usually that's how patronizing comes with that. That connotation sometimes, but I don't think that's how you meant it. Well, overall, that's good to hear. Yeah, I've been all right. I've just been chilling, just trying to, well, almost the opposite of chilling, but just trying to, well, do what I can with music and streaming and stuff like that. Also, I brought this up, but this isn't Renaissance music. This is Baroque. My next purchase? Maybe. Well, change the strings. Yeah, that'd be a pain in the ass. We're here. I appreciate that, Soggy. we're talking about differences, Samir, and like there's different composer. So it's like these are two like really large time periods. Right, so like the Renaissance is roughly a 200-year period, and it spans music from different locations, and even within those different locations, there's different composers, and even within different composers, there's different times in their life and types of pieces they wrote. It's 10:30 and you need dinner? Okay, yeah, definitely eat. I appreciate you having you around, Beatrix. Thank you for being here. So here's another one that I really like. It's also by Debussy. I would love to learn this piece. Whoops! I just totally missed one of the names. Oh man. That's it. It's like it's so repetitive. It's just that. Now it's not actually that. It's 6 minutes long and it changes, but that's what I mean. It's like a lot of times mainly just two voices, but it's so nice. And the I've heard a lot of people play this same piece, and the ornamentation and the way he plays it is just it seems like no one's playing the same piece as him. It's so good. There are a lot of rhythmic variations that things end up feeling syncopated, depending on like what. Metallic? Yeah, that's the partially the instrument build. I wonder if he's using gut strings too, and then not using nails gives it. It's all gonna give it like a sort of thinner, brighter sound. That's why when you hear Bream play stuff on the lute, it doesn't sound like anyone else playing stuff on the lute, because he still just used his classical guitar technique in terms of the way he like held and like approached stuff, and also using his nails too. But I guess what we could say about Renaissance versus Baroque music, there's man, God, there's so much. Okay, so one of the things is that even though people think classical music, and maybe even if you think to Baroque music, it sounds stuffy and formal and stuff like that, they were really compared to what was coming before them, it was actually quite emotional and dramatic. Maybe dramatic is the best word. There are going to be lots of subtle, like specifically musical differences. The types of pieces that were being written, no one was writing like sonatas or suites in the Renaissance, for example. So just the straight up types of pieces written. It's beautiful art. I think so too. It's some of my favorite music. We'd say, yeah, dance music, even if it's not actually meant to be danced to. Allemande, courante, bourrée, gigue, minuet. Musician in collaboration with Jordi Savall. Yeah, okay, so, yes, yeah. That Caravaggio thing is so good. It's so good. And yeah, this guy. So, you know what? German Seed, check this out. I love Jordi Savall. He's like one of my musical inspirations. For those who don't know, that's who that emote is. That's his face. There are certain stylistic things that you will hear generally in one of these eras and not the others. Like I can actually show. This goes on for a while, so, but I'll show one of the differences. So I'll play some music and see if we can actually have you hear the difference. Okay, so again, it depends on the type of piece, who wrote it, what they were going for when they wrote it, where they were from, what time within the era that it was being written, all this sort of stuff. So like, this is a Pavane by Luis Milan, who is Spanish, and so this is like the second half of the Renaissance. And you'll hear things, really strong cadences everywhere. So for example, it goes. Boom, just a cadence in G. After 7 measures. And then again. Another cadence back in C after another, we should say 8 measures. But we'll hear this cadence. And these cadences are very specific. And each of these voices has a name, and they have different, you could say, rules that they tend to follow. You wouldn't hear this type of cadence in Baroque music. So sometimes it could just be specifics like that. Here, I'll play this though. The abundance of cadences make music sound more boring. Honestly, I have a feeling that wouldn't be the case. At least not consciously, because as we've talked about on stream, most of the people don't realize, and for no fault of their own, and they could even be trained musicians too, like including myself, realizing where the cadences are and how many of them there are is like not the easiest thing to do. In this situation, it's actually really clear. So here's another pavane by the same composer, and we're going to get another, it's just very clear. Every 4 measures, we get this. So here's another example. Spanish Renaissance instrumental music. Cadences are like punctuation. Yeah, they are. And sometimes it's stronger than in other parts. Just like our pauses and emphasis in speech varies depending on what it is we're trying to say. So now there's this, another pavane from the Renaissance around the same time. Also Spanish, but a different composer. Okay, so those were some pavanes. We'll do this. This again, this is more sort of free flowing. It's all based on imitation. It's a fantasia, so by its nature, it's based on imitation. And you'll see that the end of one phrase is often the beginning of another one, and so there's more overlapping instead of just like and then going on like we kind of heard before. Juan de la Encina? Oh, I don't think I'm familiar with them. Right, so this one was tend to be broken up into 4 measure phrases, and each one starts halfway through that measure, because there was a pickup note in the beginning, so the start of the rest of the phrases tend to have pickups. Thanks for the claps. There's now also this. Renaissance music of England. We're still going to hear these cadences that are pretty clear, but and I was thinking as I was playing that, I was trying to find a good analogy for why this is a difficult question to answer, but it's almost like, hey, what's the difference between English and German? It's like, oh man. Like, obviously, there are differences, so therefore, you should be able to theoretically name them, but man, I mean, think about how many different ways in which you can talk about how they're different, and, you know, what would be like the best way to answer that. And in a certain sense, it's what I'm trying to do here, is that the best way is to almost just like, just hear it. More English. Actually, let's skip this to some English Renaissance that's of a different nature. So this is John Dowland. So this is T. What's up, Chewy? How are you doing? Okay. Thanks, German seat. Again, I'm still not sure if that's actually how you pronounce the name, but thank you. So now, we can do something like this. And again, this is, oh man, it's so difficult. Because there's so much variation between so many people in so many ways. But this is something that's Baroque. Well, okay, let's try to keep, we'll do this. Let me see how close of a comparison I can make. Okay, so that was a Sarabande by Bach. Sounds like Bach. That's because it was good ear. Right? And that was something I tried to make that was, tried to play that was perhaps closer to what we had heard when there could have been things that would be much different. For example, the prelude to that suite that this comes from that most of you are probably familiar with. But now think about how different this sounds compared to the Renaissance pieces played before. El Cipri, perhaps is how you say it. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow, and you are very welcome. I'm glad you like the music. I mean, not as much of a cadence-driven structure. Oh, is that question mark going to your message before? Like, not as much as of a cadence-driven structure? Never get tired of hearing this. Yeah, it's, again, that's something I was going to talk about like an hour ago. The idea of, playing things that have been played a lot. As many of you know, I'm all for it. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm just trying to play things that I like to play and that I think sound good. Yeah, so this, and I mean this prelude in particular, it's part of like what he's going for here is at the ends of phrases there are, well, I don't know if they're like formally cadences, but he's certainly modulating and tonicizing different keys, and that if that comment was for this prelude, because if it's for the saraband is much more cadence driven, I guess you could say. In fact, it's actually quite heavily driven by that. Cal wasn't comfortable on your lap. Stuck his head on the edge of the keyboard. You settle his head on your arm. That means you can't move now. Hello from France. Leger, perhaps? Leger? Bonsoir. Bienvenue. How are you doing? En autre français. Yeah, there are probably quite a few of you. So, like, if we do this saraband, I'll speed it up just for... Et donc, 3, il y a un autre. Fredericks, thank you for the follow, welcome. Hellfar, hello. 4, 4. You're learning for your... It's a French exam. Ah, okay. Si c'est en vérité... Je suis suisse, mais je parle français, ça compte. Je pense que oui. Yeah, let's just say francophones. 5. Bonsoir à tous from Bohington. Now all the oh my god. All right, French stream. All right, so we have this 1 chord, 4, kind of 5, 1, 5 of 4, 4, 4, 5. So another cadence. 5, 1, still 1, 5 of 5, 5, 4 in the new key of A major, 5 in the new key of A major, and 1 in the new key of A major. So we've tonicized, and there's a cadence on A, the dominant of where we started. And if we... Now we're going to the 5, we're going back to D major. And now we're going towards B minor, the relative minor. And although this isn't very strong, we got to B minor. And now we're in B minor cadence. Moving back, this is a 5 of 4 in D major. Whoops. 5 of 2. Going back to 1, 4. 5, 1. So these cadences are present, but they're not quite as strong. And even in the prelude too, because the cello suites, the violin sonatas and partitas, the lute suites and all this, they all follow, each movement is follows the same structure as all the rest in it, for the most part. Je veux dire, qu'est-ce qui se passe? J'aimerais être à ta place. So like if we do this is here's our 4 chord, 5, 1. So that's like its own, like, I don't know if you'd call it a cadence, but it's like this complete phrase. And then we feel pretty comfortably like we're in B minor. We're moving to A major just like we did in the Sarabande. So it follows all the same things, but yeah, it's not supposed to, the prelude in particular is like not supposed to have these clear sections. It's just, I was told in a master class by a cellist, I actually played for them, even though I was a guitarist, that it's actually a toccata, but and so there's some this free form sort of improvisatory nature to it. No politics, even if in French. No politics. Pas de politique, s'il vous plaît. Merci. We can go into some classical stuff. Just like, I was like, guys, I knew it was like a joke, but God, don't even want to get Vitar, perhaps Vitar. Thank you for the follow. You know what? This is kind of short and sweet and sounds quite classical. And we should be able to hear a difference, although it's Spanish, but it doesn't quite sound Spanish. Bonjour, Vitar. I am from the Northeast United States. I'm glad you like the accent. Merci. And hello, May. How are you doing? It's nice to see you as always. You know what? This actually has some more classical stuff that we, again, some small things, but it can be nice to maybe just do something that'd be, I don't know, close to sight reading, because I've rarely actually played these. Italian classical guitar from the classical era. It was by Carulli. Super simple. Finally, you're going to play. Wait, what are you going to play? Here's another little piece by Carulli. Yeah. Brawlhalla? I've never played it actually. Unless there is something actually called Brawlhalla. Okay, here's some more stuff by Carulli. Oh, okay. these are all just like these really kind of short, small scale things here. A bit like Smash Bros. Yeah, I play a lot of Melee. Hey, bonsoir, Antéchrist. Un petit coucou devant me coucher. All right, thank you for coming in and saying hey. I hope you are able to sleep well. Let's do something that's not cruelly. Jeez. We did some stuff by Soar. I guess we could do this Soar thing. It's not here, but. Steve Wanda, thank you for the follow. And Choir in One Voice, welcome back to the stream. Nice to see you again. I'm assuming you sent them, can you do like online stuff for Brawlhalla? Is it a friend request there to play? Because if it was just a Twitch friend request, I'd be like, what? Now, if we move away into the Romantic era, a place where one of the places where I feel like the guitar can really shine. We can do some stuff by one of the best composers, probably players for guitar, Francisco Tárrega. Thanks, German Seat. I got my first guitar when I was 9. I was self-taught for a while. I started formally studying classical music and classical guitar 10 years later. When I was 19, and now I'm 34, so it's been 25 years of playing guitar in general and 15 years of formal studying. But thank you. I'm glad you like the playing. Okay, so perhaps we'll do these little 2 pieces first, and you should probably be able to hear a difference. Hey, Amanda, how are you doing? Oh, Choir in One Voice. That was a study in B minor by Fernando Sor. Hey, Hellfar, thank you for the 300 bits. I'm glad you have been enjoying the music and the voice. I actually do sing too, although that's closer to a hobby, I guess you could say. But yeah, I appreciate the support. Um, in fact, maybe this is a good promotion time. If anyone else, especially because there's a bunch of new people, if anyone has been enjoying the stream and would like to help support, cheering like Hellfar did is a great way to do it. Also, subscribing, donating, even just following, watching, lurking, all that stuff helps. Sharing stuff on social media. I'm putting out, or if you want to sign up on Patreon for some extra support and some extra stuff outside the stream. I'm putting out a new video that the Patreon supporters have already seen. A new video on YouTube tomorrow of an improvisation I did. And yeah. Casting crowns? I do not. Choir. I'm actually not sure I know what that is, to be totally honest. But yeah, at the moment, I'm this is listener supported radio, so I rely on everyone's support here, and hopefully one day it maybe won't be that way, like sponsorships or something. I don't know, but it would certainly any and all support helps at the moment. So thank you. All right, here's another piece by Tarega. They tend to get played together. So Adelita and now Lagrima. I'm actually just about to put stuff on SoundCloud, or sorry, on Spotify. I'm trying not to bug a friend of mine who's helping me with the last part of it, because she's just being, because it's just a favor, but it should be really quick, and there should, I already have 4 pieces recorded to put out, and there will be many more to come. In fact, I have about 30 that I'm planning to do all together to make a collection of about, I don't know, hour and 15 minutes or something like that of just straight, sort of non-stop, super relaxing guitar stuff. And then from there, spreading out to, well, there are a few different directions I could go, but at the moment this seems like a good starting place. So yeah, but I will if you stick around, you will definitely know when that happens. Right now the best place to hear stuff, I guess, is on YouTube. There's like a ton of stuff. Also, this link is enormous. Choir, if there's like a video or something, like a YouTube link that you'd want to put, and also have it in Discord perhaps, because I just won't remember right now. So usually putting in Discord is the best thing. There we go. Thanks, Val. From the kitchen. Thanks, Shell. We can also do this piece by Tárrega, a classic fan favorite. Probably has been for 150 years. Do ! Discord. It's also down below the stream, and you'll be able to find it. Recuerdos de la Alhambra by Francisco Tárrega. Thanks, Mad Fists. Mad Fists with the commands. Also, welcome into the stream. Want an Insta story? Hey, thanks. Hola, Grobito. How are you doing? Nice to see you. A few things happened. Mad Fist, I'm glad you are enjoying the music while you do your chores. Also, May, thank you for being here. Take care. Yo, thanks, Captain. Flinks the Jinx. I will get to that blindfold challenge just a second. PB, what's up? Kinesra, perhaps. Let me know if I'm saying that right. Thank you for the follow. And also, you started classical guitar when you were 5. You're now 26. Glad to see this marvelous instrument is represented. Yeah, there are many more people than when I started. In fact, when I started, there were literally 0 classical guitarists on Twitch. But I kind of just decided to do it anyway, and it is grown a little bit. I guess it's all relative to the other stuff. There are quite a few of us here now, but yeah, I'm glad you're able to find the stream. You're crocheting? Flank's nice. Looks warm and cozy. It's pretty warm, despite the fact that that fire's not real, but I got a space heater there, and I try to make it look as warm and cozy as possible. Let's do this. So, for those who are new, Flinks redeemed a blindfolded challenge, which is just a fun thing. I'll play a piece while wearing this jet blue eye cover thing that I got from a flight years ago. What should I play though? What to play? What if I do this? What if we play some Bach? What if we play some Bach? All right. Okay. Behave. Behave. Well, I can't see. Which probably made people want to misbehave even more. Rip the new Wait, what happened? No, bamboozle the newies? No, no, don't. Hey, Justin. Should I do this one too? Should I try this? Oh, he can't see us right. Oh my gosh. Well. Hey, Mr. Goodbones, thanks for the follow. Bro, that made my eyeballs sweat. Whew. Thanks for the claps. Thank you, everyone, for behaving and not rioting. Shiram, thanks for the claps. Nice to see you. JSK, nice to see you as well. Is this a new haircut? No, although speaking of, I need to get a haircut. Looks right. Thanks. I appreciate it. I'll probably cut it in the next couple days. I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna go. I perhaps was a bit irresponsible last night, but it rarely happens, so I give myself permission every once in a while. Do I know some other instruments? Yeah, not really well. Maybe I can do this. Maybe I can switch away and give myself a break. Spring season is haircut season. Yeah, it probably is for a lot of people. That makes sense. Sort of both in terms of like, something new. Right, it's spring. But also it's getting warmer, so having less hair can help. Um, do I teach electric guitar or just classical? I guess when it comes to basic guitar stuff, like guitar fundamentals, or just I wouldn't even put into a category like that. And I definitely do that. But as you start to get more advanced, it goes. It starts leaning more towards classical. Panic. Also, welcome in. You're welcome. Oh wow, this is an old one. And that's true. Earth is neither flat nor round, or I should have said globe. That's where both flat earthers and ball earthers are wrong. Does anybody here know the true shape of the Earth?
Well, we all know that Earth is actually, it's neither flat nor round. It's a bowl. Well, we all know that Earth is actually, it's neither flat nor round. It's a bowl.
Yep.
Well, we all know that Earth is actually, it's neither flat.
It's true. Past me, that's true. It is a bowl. See, Captain knows. Captain's super woke. Yeah, that's why when you travel south, see the North Pole is at the center of the bowl, which is why when you travel south, you always increase in elevation, and you decrease in elevation as you head north. Obviously. Hello, Funky. How are you doing? How often do I stream? 4 days a week. Usually for around 4 hours. If you do... The schedule's down below the stream, or if you do !schedule, you'll see it. You don't understand the USA humor. It's all right. It's not even USA. It's just it was like an inside stream joke because we watched this a bunch of videos by this guy who's crazy and has ridiculous ideas, and one of them is that the Earth is just a bowl with the North Pole the center of it. It is hard to argue. You should have seen. You should have seen the video. It's no arguing with it. It's just fact. Oh, dude, what's up, Insomniac? Imagine whoever figured out that must be far from north. They were quite high when they did it. Yeah. Yeah, that may be. Dude, actually. Rush and Lejay, thank you for the follows. Panic, thank you as well. Satie, interesting. I love his music. Hello, Riven. Vol, thank you for gifting that sub to Riven. Yeah, I'm just messing. I'm just improvising something that sounds like it could be something by Satie. Baby Mon, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Thank you for bringing everyone over. On a poo-poo-y raid because there's... Oh my gosh. Hello, Harvey James. Vestmite, hello. Perfect for going to bed, thanks. Hello, Ben. Ben D. Yeah, for the people who knew, for the people who are new, I'm actually a guitarist by training, but I spent the last, I don't know, couple hours playing guitar, so I decided to switch over to some piano stuff. And so now I'm just improvising something, trying to make it soothing, I guess you could say. And have it maybe somewhat sound like Eric Satie. Take care, Baby Mon. Thank you again for bringing everyone over. And Vol, thank you for gifting another sub, this time to Baby Mon. Thanks, El Cipri. And good night, Black Pulsar. Bonne nuit. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. Uh-oh. Je pense à manger un pain au chocolat. Pain au chocolat ou chocolatine? Okay. I haven't been feeling the best today, physically, so I think I'm gonna head out in a few moments, but as always, I will play our ending song. But yeah, it's been 3 solid hours. I feel like it should be fun. Thanks, Riven. Yeah, I really just need sleep, and I need to let my body detox. Tune by ear. Yeah, I mean, if I feel like it's actually off from, having this A be 440 hertz, then I'll use this to be like, like actually right now. I actually find it to be quite satisfying to tune to a piano. There's something nice about hearing the note out of tune and then, the two notes disappear and become one, and it's like super satisfying. Oops. Yeah, it just kind of depends. Olivar. Just 3 hours. I know it's relatively short, but again, I'm not feeling the best today. So, oh no, the emoji didn't work. Well, you have to be, for one, you have to be subscribed, but also even if you were, there were no spaces between the words, so it wouldn't have shown up anyway. Yeah, sorry, Fair, you got here right at the end. Also, Kauto, hello, Kauto. Good Noodle Mom. Doing what's become the classic, the good Noodle Mom classic. Lurking, and then right at the end, coming in with a bunch of hearts. I appreciate the hearts and the claps, and everyone being here in general. You're welcome, El Cipri. Yeah, it's probably best that I take a break for today. But I'll be back tomorrow, so I'll be back. If you haven't already followed, make sure to do that so you know when I'm back tomorrow. Also, if you'd, if you enjoy the stream and the music and you'd like to help support, you can always subscribe, cheer, donate, all that good stuff, or help spread the word and share stuff on social media. All of that helps out a bunch so we can bring more people in. So which means more hearts, more people joining on conversations. So thank you. All right. Yeah, copy those raid messages. I'm going to find someone to raid. So let me look at my absurdly long list of people who I follow. Let's see. Okay, scrolling, whole bunch of people. Oh, what's this? Charity? Wait, that could be good. You actually unfollowed some people? Hey, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I appreciate you not unfollowing me, though. Thanks. Good night. All right, El Cipri, thank you for hanging out. I'm glad you were able to find the stream. Yeah, for those who need to sleep, yeah, definitely get your sleep. I know it's late for a lot of you. Still scrolling. Although I think, pretty sure I know. Did he shave his head? Okay, so it looks like Jackson Parody is raising money for a charity. I don't know what. He just says his title is Smelly Pianist Takes Your Request for Charity. But he's a cool dude and an awesome musician. I actually met him at he's in the speedrunning community too, so I met him at one of the Games Done Quick events a couple years ago. But he's a really good pianist and accordion player, actually. Yo, Rich, the 52 months. Damn, Rich. Thank you for the 52-month resub. Speaking of speedrunning community people, Richard Sage is a legend, whether you know it or not. And Stage Manager, speaking of legend, oh, we got oh man, pre-raid subs, you guys doing to me. Stage Manager, thank you for the 39 months in a row of tier 2 subs. We don't get to see you as much, but I appreciate you keeping the streak going. And hello, Henrik, how are you doing? We raiding? We were going to. Perhaps I can play a few more, if that's what you'd like. If we get a hype train going, then I will yeah, I'll play some more music for at least the length of the hype train, if that's something you guys would like. What should I play though? What gets a hype train going? Yeah, so that's a good question. A certain number of bits, I forget the minimum, and it has to come from at least 3 different people. So either subscribing, gifting a subscription, or cheering. It may be like at least 100 bits. I'm not exactly sure on that number though. So like Stage Manager, thank you for the gift sub to Ash and Loki. Because Stage Manager was one of the 2 people, it's Rich and Stage Manager, they can't... Yeah, okay, 100 bits, that's what I thought, yeah. So it has to be 3 separate contributions, and Neverwhere, yo, okay, this is interesting. Neverwhere, thank you for the 100 bits. Also, they can tell by the badge, they've been subbed for 5 months, and this is their first... time saying something in the stream. That's fun. Those situations are always funny. I really try to think about those people who like maybe have never said anything but enjoy the stream. I appreciate that. The silent support and enjoyment. So thank you, Neverwhere, and let me formally welcome you in. Also, Cass, thank you for gifting a sub. Man, how many subs have you given to Uber Cruiser? Thank you, Cass, and thank you for the tier 3 resub at the very beginning of the stream too. So let's do this. I'll play some music for the hype train. Kazi, thank you for 200 bits. Let's do this. More than he deserves. I didn't say it, you said. Vitar, thank you for the subscription. And Ash and Loki, thank you for paying the gift sub forward. It went to Lejay, who was hanging out a bunch today as a new viewer. Thank you for the 2 gift subs. Yeah, Henrik, I'm afraid we don't have cat kiss as an emote. Thanks, guys, for the subs and the bits. All right, we have 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Let's see if we can get to the next level. I will play some more stuff in the meantime. And thanks for the claps. All right, some video game music. Kazi, thank you for 100 more bits. Lil, thank you for the 200 bits. Also, nice to see you. Vitar, thank you for you subscribed just a few minutes ago. And now thank you for gifting out a sub to Holdwig. I appreciate the support and the words of encouragement as well. And Neverwhere now is gifting out 2 more subs. Thank you, Neverwhere, and thanks for the claps, guys. All right. So we'll do this, and we got a level 2 hype train completed. So thank you for the support. How are you, Sarek? Hello. And Sunray Music, thank you for the claps. Welcome in to you both. All right, so let's do this. We'll do an sort of alternate ending song here. I'll just play the Kakariko Village music from The Legend of Zelda. But thank you again, everyone, for the support. Yeah, exactly. We played it. And then a hype train started, so it was like, all right, we're going to keep going. Thank you for the second wave of hearts. stage manager. That's perfect heart emote. So thank you everyone again for the hearts, the claps, the subs, gift subs, bits, the lurking and chatting. Yeah. I'll be back tomorrow. Let's get those raid calls one more time for those who weren't able to copy them. And hey, Wise Ranger, how's it going? And we're gonna go over to Jackson Parody's stream. He's raising money. I don't see what donation it's for, but I have a feeling if we do the donate command, it'll let us know more. So give your girl Hannah a shout out. Wait, do I know Hannah? Hey, Hannah, what's up? Who is this Hannah you speak of? Hannah Hawes? Have I seen you in her stream? Or is it just like a random friend? I need to copy this actually. Okay. Oh, just the random. Okay. Sometimes there's a lot of crossover viewers, and I can't always remember. And her and I share quite a bit of the same crowd. So, all right. Well, Hannah, who's just a rando, but I'm sure an awesome rando. Shout outs to you. Hey, thanks, Fredericks. Thank you for the follow earlier. I'm glad you liked the playing. Okay, things are going to be probably a little less chill. Over at Jackson's stream, but yeah, let's see if we can help him raise some money. Holdwig, what's up? Yeah, you got a gift sub. Time for everybody to wake up. He's playing music from Sonic Adventure 2. I gotta eat something and let my mind rest. Oh, I'm so out of it. So out of it. But I feel like it was a pretty solid stream. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I hope to see you all there. In the meantime, let's go say hey to Jackson. And I will see you all later.